wall once you're in position and take a shot at it to see how much your bullet dropped from exactly where you were aiming. You then know to compensate by about that much over your target to get that headshot. The snipers are now equipped with some of the best gadgets as well. With a binocular scope, they can target enemies, spotting them, as well as putting a full red outline around enemy vehicles as well as players. They've been given the tripwires, which they can set traps at doorways or help cover their back while they snipe. They also have a flare gun you can use to spot enemies, especially if you hit them in their weak points. Brand new, they also have shields with a hole in them to shoot through. While covering most of your body, enemies can still shoot through it as well though and take you out. And finally, a decoy. A head on a stick that you can put down to trick enemies into shooting it. For best practice, place it so just the head is sticking out. Enemy players who are spotting targets will spot it as if it's an actual player, and it'll have sniper glint like a regular player. If an enemy does destroy it though, they get spotted on the map with the full red outline, and you get to live to snipe another day. Practice those long range shots and master the bullet drop to dominate the battlefield from long range. For even more tips and information, head over to my YouTube channel or Facebook page at Stone Mountain 64. Thanks so much for watching.
Hey guys, it's Doom49 and I'm going to be giving you guys some beginner tips and tricks on how to use the tank for those of you who've never used the tank before. In order to deploy on a tank, you can select it from the deploy screen. It will be that little icon that looks like a tank. Once selected, you can choose a multitude of tanks depending on the playstyle you want. You can also go further into the advanced settings and look at what each tank does to figure out exactly which tank you want for the playstyle you're going for. Now, once deployed, you use your movement keys to move around and look around in order to take out the opponents. Keep in mind, each tank has special abilities, so when you are taking damage, you can use those abilities to repair the tank by hitting the selected key for it. Alternatively, you can hold the X button in order to repair the tank. If you take any damage while you are repairing, it will reset that repair timer. So it is key to take cover when you are repairing. Alternatively, you can always get out of the tank and use your repair tool to repair the tank. There are always multiple weapons for every tank. You can use those to help take out the opponent, but keep in mind if you run out of shells or overheat the weapon, it starts to cool down. This also applies to the gadgets, so keep an eye on your HUD in the bottom right. Alternatively, you can also switch seats on a tank to use the other weapons on it. Make sure to use the HUD in the bottom of your screen to determine which seat you want to switch to and press the selected key in order to switch to that seat. If you ever find yourself having too much difficulty using the tanks, you can always practice through the single player campaign through Mud and Blood, playing as a tank driver and using the abilities there. Now it's very crucial you read up on what each tank does and where it can be useful in the battlefield depending on the playstyle you want to go for. You can also choose the different loadout for the tank driver and the appearance of the tank. I'm going to leave it there and let you guys play around with it, determining which tank works for you and dominate on the battlefield. Thanks for watching the video, and if you
have lost objective apples. We have taken objective apples.
Hedef bizim. Düşman kaçıyor.